Daphne Joy said, everybody plays the fool sometime, and I have been the biggest fool. I just wanted my man at the time to be happy and satisfied. Well, if you want to satisfy me, click thumbs up while you're listening to this. Click thumbs up. Leave a comment below with your opinion right now. I wanted to fulfill all of his desires, even if that meant breaking my own boundaries. I deeply loved him, and I believed he loved me too. Diddy does not love these hoes. What is she? Anyways, it's still so painful for me to process the harsh reality and truth of that relationship. But as time passes, and in my quiet moments, I realized that it was far from love. The recent leak was a tape I never consented to being filmed on. I was blackmailed, bitch, really? I was blackmailed by the person in the video and was threatened that if I didn't give him the lump sum of money, that they would leak it on the web. Sounds like this bitch wants money, allegedly. I almost gave in to this demand, and once I didn't, this person eventually sold this tape to a giant media outlet. The media outlet called me one day and said they had the tape and asked if I had any comment before the release. It was the first time I ever fainted in my life. Is she a Capricorn? She sounds like a fainting goat. This sounds like a fake faint, allegedly. First time I ever fainted in my life. Once the media company understood the tape they purchased was revenge porn and an extortion scheme, all alleged for the record. Remember, this is all alleged. They backed off from broadcasting it. I know they are probably reading this, and I want to say thank you for doing the right thing, even though years later, it's come back to haunt me again. Well, why didn't you report that shit to the police? It took me all day to find the courage to rewatch my abuse. Having to watch all that shit, all 40-something. Having to watch this tape was triggering and painful. It didn't look like that BBC hurt one bit. You took Mr. Kabasa like he was Mr. Tootsie Roll. You look like a veteran. But anyways, it took me all day to find the courage to rewatch my abuse. Having to watch this tape was triggering and painful because only I knew the inner turmoil and pressures I felt in these moments. It was over 40 minutes of moments, bitch, and you didn't have to rewatch it. I was not and was never in my right mind throughout the entirety of that relationship. Seeing myself so lost is excruciating, but yet you rewatched something that was excruciating that you didn't have to rewatch. You fucking pain freak. I just want to hold that girl in that room and get her out of there and tell her that wasn't love and she didn't need to do this for love. My heart is breaking as I type this. I wish so many things were different, but I can't take back the hands of time. I can only continue to get smacked by them. I'm sorry, I read that wrong. I can only continue to move forward and slowly learn to love and trust myself again. I want to love and protect myself so much that I'll never come across such a harmful environment again. This is the same bitch who dated 50 Cent and Diddy in her lifetime. You pain freak. This is the first time that I have ever felt a part of my own body and that my body belongs to me. Wait a second. This is the first time that I have ever felt a part of my own body and that my body belongs to me. Anyways, I am precious. I am special. I am worthy. This I promise to hold true in my heart for the woman I am becoming and for the woman I once lost. Public relations people and law firms exist for situations like this, moments like this. Not only, first of all, the shit she's saying sounds stupid as hell. And she doesn't even sound like a victim because anybody who saw the tape would say it looked like she was a willing participant. And since it looked like you were, well, maybe not enjoying so much, but it looked like you were consenting. Now you're saying, well, I didn't know that I was being taped, though. I forgot something. I'm going to continue with what I was about to say, but secret password to let me know you made it until the end of the video is, this is what I want you to say in the comment section. If you believe that she did not know that she was being videotaped, say the truth. If you think that she's lying, say she lied. If you don't know, if you're unsure, say I don't know. If you don't care, say I don't care. If you don't care, why are you here? If you say I don't care, I will cuss you out in the comment section. You shouldn't be here if you don't care. Here's the thing about what she was saying. Oh, by the way, if you want to send me a donation, click super thanks. You can send a donation one time or become a channel member and send me something, every month for the rest of your life or whatever, or however long you stay a channel member. So first of all, she talked about how she was trying to, I guess, like pleasure Diddy by doing the tape, or rather, no, not to do the tape. What she was trying to do is pleasure Diddy by sleeping with other men so that he could watch it. I mean, that's a really odd thing to do to pleasure somebody. Out of all things that you could be doing, you know, some people want their cakes munched on, like Dwayne Wade's sweet self. And, you know, some people, there's lots of different things that people want. Who's that dude? He was messing with Masika Kalisha and Krishan Rock. He's that whack rapper guy. I never even heard him rap before, and I just know he's whack. Hood Bino, Hood Trophy Bino. Like, he likes for his toes to get sucked on by a woman. Anyways, y'all motherfuckers are too freaky for me. But anyways, so there's lots of shit you can ask somebody to do that they would find to be, you know, pleasurable. But for them to want to watch you with somebody on some voyeuristic shit, that's odd. That doesn't sound like love. It's one thing if they were like, look, I want to do something with you with another person. That would be one thing. But to just sit there and watch it, not even participate, then that just makes it worse. I'm not saying that they should want to bring somebody else into the bedroom with you, but if they want to do something, rather want to watch you, do something with somebody and just watch, that's odd. And that's odd in a very negative way. It's not like odd like the shit that I'm into. You know, for example, I shouldn't be telling y'all what I'm into. But fuck it, I'm gonna tell y'all. So I have this thing that I like to do with hoes. I like to stare at hoes and they stare at me until one of us blink. And for some reason that turns me on. You know, so everybody likes what they like. But that ain't none of y'all business. And don't laugh at me in the comment section because I'm into that shit. Okay. Anyway, so she said that a company had reached out to her and was like, hey, look, we have the tape and, you know, we're going to put it out there, whatever. But then they found out that it was, you know, something that was against her will. Here's the thing, or rather she didn't know about it. It was a blackmail type of thing. First of all, say the name of the company. Because if they were threatening to put out a tape of you, allegedly, they deserve to have their name out there. Because where did they get the tape from? First of all. Second of all, if they would put it out there, they're trash. And while we don't know the name of that company, unless somebody knows it, if so, you can say it in my comment section. But how did E-Rome get it and have it for how long before y'all finally figured it out that it was out there? Because it's been out there longer than some of y'all think. But something's not adding up with what she's saying. And some of y'all might say, oh, you're saying that because you're slut shaming and all this other dumb shit. Let me tell y'all something right now. For those that don't know, for those who are new here, I love hoes. And I've told y'all this shit for over 10 years now. I've been hoe coach. I've given hoes tips. And, you know, I could walk around calling myself a hotep. And, you know, I talk about social media where the hoes congregate. Instead of social media, it's social media. And, you know, I'm like all into hoes for anybody who doesn't know that. So, you know, her being a freaky, nasty whore, that just, I mean, wife material. What can I say? I mean, she's a whore. I praise women like her all of the time. So it's not that type of thing with me. So I don't want you guys thinking that I'm over here saying what I'm saying because I don't like hoes, because I do. I'm just not sure if her story adds up. There's some funny things that she's saying. I can't tell for sure. That's why you smart people are here to correct me, because you're the smart people in the room and I need your opinions. So let me know what you think about it below, and make sure you click thumbs up and make sure that you subscribe and choose all notifications so that way we can stay up to date on this story.